I've watched two salespeople walk into identical situations. Same customer, same comfort problem, same budget. One walked out with a handshake and a business card. The other closed a $22,000 system upgrade. What made the difference? It wasn't luck, it wasn't price, and it wasn't years of experience. The winner had 4 specific traits that I've observed in every top HVAC salesperson across New England. And if you think selling HVAC is just about knowing equipment specs, you're about to discover what really separates the pros from the pretenders. Hey HVAC pros, after 2 decades in this industry, from the field to the classroom, I've had the chance to work with some of the best salespeople in New England. And I've watched plenty of talented technicians struggle, like myself, when they moved into sales roles. The difference isn't what most people think. It's not about being naturally outgoing or having the gift of gab. In the next 8 minutes, I'm breaking down the 4 core traits I've consistently observed in salespeople who close as high as 70% or more of their qualified leads while maintaining premium pricing. These aren't personality types you're born with. They're skills you can develop, systems you can implement, and mindsets you can adopt starting with your very next sales call. Trait number 1, being curious, not pushy. The best HVAC salespeople I know are professional detectives, not professional talkers. They understand that every comfort problem has a story, and their job is to uncover that story through strategic questioning. Here's the curiosity framework in action. There's a salesperson in Springfield, Mass. Who consistently closes 80% of his residential calls. Yes, most are referrals, but his secret weapon? He asks what he calls investigative questions that reveal the real problems behind customer complaints. Instead of jumping straight to equipment recommendations, he spends the first 15 minutes understanding the customer's experience. Here's his approach. Help me understand what's happening when you say the house feels stuffy. Is it worse in certain rooms? Does it happen at specific times of day? How long has this been going on? These aren't random questions. They're designed to uncover the technical issues that equipment alone won't solve. Also, he has an anti-pressure technique. And what makes this approach so powerful is what he doesn't do. He never interrupts the customer explanations with pitch solutions. He doesn't rush to price discussions. Instead, he positions himself as a consultant, trying to understand their specific situation before offering any recommendations. Let's hit on the discovery process. You see, I've watched him work, and his systematic curiosity follows a pattern. First, he explores the comfort symptoms, the when, where, and how problems occur. Next, he investigates the history, any previous repairs, system modifications, maybe ongoing maintenance. And third, he uncovers the impact, how these issues affect daily life, maybe energy costs, and even the home enjoyment. Here's what's brilliant about his approach. Customers start volunteering information they wouldn't share with pushy salespeople. They mention the contractor who fixed their system last year, but didn't solve the problem. They admit they've been putting off replacements because they don't trust previous recommendations. That honesty creates opportunities for genuine solutions. His competitive advantage is while aggressive salespeople are pushing equipment features and financing options, curious professionals are building relationships and uncovering problems that justify premium solutions. The customer stops feeling sold to and starts feeling understood. All right, trait number 2, having a structured, not scattered, systematic sales process. Top HVAC salespeople follow consistent processes that ensure nothing gets missed and every customer receives the same professional experience. They systemize success instead of hoping for lucky breaks. There's a contractor in Manchester whose sales team has the most impressive close rate I've ever heard. 78% over an entire year. What's their secret? Every salesperson follows an identical 45-minute assessment process that covers comfort analysis, system evaluation, and a solution presentation. Here's their approach. The first 10 minutes, they focus on the customer interview and any comfort history. The next 15 involves hands-on system diagnostics. They actually measure static pressure, CFM or airflow, and they document performance issues. Then the following 10 minutes are spent reviewing findings with the customer. The final 10 minutes, they present tailored solutions based on discovered problems. What separates structured salespeople from scattered ones is documentation. This team uses tablets with standardized assessment forms that ensure consistent data collection. They photograph problem areas, they record diagnostic measurements, and document customer preferences. This creates professional credibility while ensuring nothing gets forgotten. Also, their solution presentations follow a consistent format. There's the problem identification, the technical explanation, recommended solutions, and the investment discussion. Every customer receives the same thorough analysis regardless of which salesperson handles their project. And their follow-up system is incredible. The structure extends beyond just the initial sales call. They have standardized follow-up sequences. They provide detailed proposals within 24 hours, hopefully on site. Check-in calls within 48 hours, and systematic follow-up until decisions are made. Nothing falls through the cracks because everything follows the predetermined processes. So let's talk about the training multiplication. Here's the business advantage. When you have structured processes, you can train new salespeople effectively. Instead of hoping they'll naturally develop good habits, you're teaching proven systems that consistently produce results. Think about the customer experience. Customers notice the difference immediately. Instead of feeling like they're dealing with someone winging it, they experience professional competence that builds confidence and recommendations in pricing. All right, trait number 3. They're focused on solutions, not price. It's value creation mastery. Average salespeople lead with price and they defend it poorly. Top performers lead with value and make price discussions irrelevant. They understand that customers don't buy equipment, they buy solutions to problems. I know a salesperson in Burlington who hasn't lost a price war in 3 years. It's not because he's cheap, but because by the time the price comes up, customers are already sold on the solution. His approach starts with comprehensive problem identification before any equipment discussion. Here's his value building sequence. First, he identifies and documents every comfort, efficiency, and reliability issue in their current system. Second, he explains how these problems impact their daily life and long-term costs. Third, he presents solutions that address their specific situation, not generic product offerings. Then, he actually talks about the cost of inaction. It's a strategy. Instead of defending his pricing, he helps customers understand the cost of not solving their problems. So like, Mrs. Johnson, your current system is wasting approximately $150 a month in energy costs due to duct leakage and the oversized equipment. Over the next 5 years, that's as much as $9,000 in unnecessary utility bills. Our solution eliminates that waste while improving your comfort. He never presents standard packages or generic options. Every recommendation is positioned as a custom solution designed for the specific home and comfort requirements. Something like, based on your home's load calculation and your comfort preferences, here's the system configuration that will solve your hot second floor, reduce your energy costs, and eliminate those humidity issues. Think about the investment reframing. When price discussions arise, he reframes them as investment conversations, like, you're not buying a furnace and air conditioner. You're investing in a comfort system that will deliver consistent temperatures, lower energy bills, and reliable operation for the next 15 years. Let me show you how this investment pays for itself. This provides the competitive differentiation. And while competitors are quoting equipment replacement costs, he's presenting comprehensive comfort solutions with measurable benefits. Customers stop comparing his proposals to commodity pricing because they understand they're buying something entirely different. And this approach allows him to command premium pricing because customers see premium value. They're not choosing the cheapest option. They're choosing the best solution for their specific situation. All right, finally on to trait number 4, being coachable and consistent, or what I like to call the growth mindset advantage. The best HVAC salespeople I know are students first, sellers second. They're constantly learning, consistently improving, and systematically refining their approach based on feedback and results. I know a sales team that holds weekly debriefs on every lost sale, not to blame anyone, but to learn what worked, what didn't, and how to improve next time. Their top performer tracks every interaction, analyzes patterns in customer objections, and continuously refines his responses. He keeps detailed records of successful presentations, customer feedback, and competitive situations. This isn't just data collection. It's systematic improvement based on real-world results. So, what separates coachable salespeople from stubborn ones? It's their response to feedback. When customers raise objections or choose competitors, top performers see learning opportunities. They ask the follow-up questions like, what could I have explained better? What information would have been more helpful? Or how can I improve this presentation? See, coachable salespeople don't just learn. They consistently implement improvements. They practice new techniques, they refine their presentation materials, and systematically upgrade their skills. They understand that sales success comes from steady improvement, not dramatic changes. The best performers I know are constantly updating their technical knowledge as well. They attend manufacturer training, they pursue industry certifications, and they study new technologies. They understand that credible sales presentations require current expertise. Also, they have a measurement mindset. They track meaningful metrics like close rates, average ticket sizes, customer satisfaction scores, and referral generation. This data drives improvement decisions rather than relying on feelings or assumptions. You see, top performers invest in their skills through training programs, industry conferences, and peer learning opportunities. They understand that their learning potential depends on their skill development, so they prioritize continuous improvement. All right, here's what's powerful about these 4 traits. They work together to create compound advantages. You see, curiosity reveals problems that justify premium solutions. A structure ensures consistent professional experiences. Solution focus eliminates price competition. And coachability drives continuous improvement. Across New England, I've watched salespeople who develop these traits transform their careers. They move from struggling with the 30% close rate to consistently closing 70% or more while maintaining that premium pricing. More importantly, they build sustainable businesses based on professional competence rather than market luck. Listen, HVAC pros, selling in today's market requires more than product knowledge and personality. It requires systematic professional skills that separate consultants from order takers. So here's a development plan. This week, focus on asking better questions and listening more than talking. Next week, develop your systematic assessment process. And then the following week, maybe practice presenting solutions before discussing price. Oh, and make coachability and consistency your ongoing commitment. If this video showed you what separates top HVAC salespeople from average ones, hit that like button and subscribe for more insights from successful professionals. Maybe drop a comment below with your biggest sales challenge. I do read everyone and often feature them in future content like this. And remember, in a world where customers can Google equipment prices instantly, your professional sales skills are your competitive advantage. The top performers I know have proven these traits work. Thanks for joining me this week at HVAC Pro Blog, where we provide advice for residential system design, quality installation, and system diagnosis. I'll see you soon.